Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Ruel. I am not a member of Great Millstone. However, I've entered into their labors. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. I think this is a GMS member that posted this on TikTok, but I'm gonna pull it on over to the tube, and this will just be real quick. But since we're so close to this thing coming, right? You got the digital. If you ain't been living under a rock, you got the digital currency thing going on. You got the hokey pokey coming out about having metals and stuff in it, and it's just all roads lead to it. All road leads to the CHIP, and the elders and the apostles, the prophets, the men of Great Millstone, those who preach the like doctrine, have been saying this over and over and over and over for years. I've went back and looked at some of the old YouTube videos that were or they put them on YouTube, but they were reloaded. They were right. These are the prophets, and I have humbly walked in their stead and tried to do my part and my due diligence. So I pray that whoever sees this, you're edified as well. But before I let this play, man, in the book of Ezekiel, the Lord already told him how he was going to be dealing with a rebellious people. And this is how you know this is Jake today. And this is how you know this is Jake today. I'm going to go ahead and turn these notifications off. Alright, bet. So, verse 3, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. And you can move that on even into today, right now. This is during the Babylonian captivity, but look at that. We're in New Babylon, under the thumb of Esau Edom, who was predicted, or who was prophesied to be in charge of the daughter of Babylon, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Rome. And in the book of Esdras, it says that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we know that there is something that is greater later, but he has to implement what was prophesied.
Told you that you needed to get a microchip. Not even that was your choice. You needed to get a microchip implant with all of your health data on it, including vaccine information, vaccine passport information. Would you do it, or what would you do? Would you revolt? Would you say absolutely not? We've got so many people here in the chat weighing in on it. I think overwhelmingly the answer is no. This might sound like a conspiracy theory, but it's actually happening. As far back as 2018, NPR had a report that said the microchips are about the size of a single grain of rice, and were becoming so popular at the time that one of the main companies producing these microchips, producing them, reported difficulty keeping up with demand because people wanted them so much.
How true this is, I don't know. Because they also tried to propagandize and lie about how many people got the hokey pokey, when there were plenty of people that did not do it. But that's not to say that when we push into these times where where we push into Jacob's trouble, and they start telling people, well, you don't eat, let's just go to it. Let's just get it. Why not? Too far. All right, so we'll read it. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark. So to buy or sell is everything to do with your livelihood. And who's to say that people ain't gonna start running in droves to get it? Then when they control you by food. But who knows if people are actually running and getting this? But at this time, it really doesn't matter. But if you got eyes to see and you got ears to hear, you see it coming. It's on its way. So repent while you have the time. Do your best to be pleasing unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? Because the first thing you ought to do, know the name, and then you fear the name. And when you fear, you walk accordingly. When you fear the Lord, you know that if you don't do as commanded, or you don't do what it says to do in his word to please him, that you are going to be left out into the cold. You won't have a covering. So let's go to Psalms. There's a couple of chapters in Psalms that I want to get when it talks about fearing the Lord and being kept if you fear him. And to fear him means to be obedient, because obedience leads to life. So we'll go in 25. We'll go with 25 first. We'll go 25 and 14. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. And that secret can go into what the actual thing is that you're supposed to get, because for years people were talking about it's your cell phone, it's this, it's an embargo, it's blah 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 blah. But having patience and waiting on the Lord and fearing him will pay off. It has. You look back on the times of your life. I'm looking back on my life, and I just waited. The hokey pokey is a big thing. You just wait on the Lord. Don't jump, because this devil blows on you. Wait. The Lord is the one who to be feared, not the pretend person who's trying to be God. Showing himself that he is God. 2 Thessalonians, but you ain't. You're garbage. Let's go to Psalms 33. Come on, man. Another one about fearing and being protected. 33 and 18, straight to the point. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and save such as be of a contrite spirit. Right? So don't be proud. Be humble. Have fear. Walk with a purpose. Doing your due diligence and studying and seeing what pleases him, what doesn't. Very simple. And it'll also help you to not make foolish mistakes, walking in the flesh kind of thing. And then the last one in Psalms, I believe, let's go. Yeah, the last one in Psalms is going to be 147. So let's get that real quick. Go a little farther down. So there's a lot of them. All right. 147, straight to the point, verse 11. The Lord taketh pleasure in them that fear him, and those that hope in his mercy. So if we hope in his mercy, you fear him, you know the names, you're calling on the names, you're repenting, you are trying your best to live in a fashion that is pleasing unto him, then you have nothing to fear. You will be protected when everybody else will have no covering. That will be left to the famine and to the sword, and to take that thing and then end up being slain, getting those sores, getting the judgment that Revelation 14 says that they're going to get. So just hold on, keep your head to the plow, or keep your hand on the plow, keep doing what you need to do, keep trusting in the Lord, because it's really about to get real. And I don't think any of us truly understand how real it's going to get until we're placed in that situation, because we are going to be in the midst of the trouble, yet we will be saved out of it. Granted, we do the things we are supposed to do. So continue to repent and continue to live a holy and a fearful lifestyle of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But then in turn, you can walk boldly to the throne and know that your prayers will be heard, because Yahushai is carrying those prayers and advocating for you. So with that being said, Shalom.